Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome yourself to the 67th episode of the Blind Counter Podcast. I am your host with the most, the Offset, aka Big Bob, here today. And I'm also joined here today by my co-host and executive producer, the GOAT of entertainment, Mr. AKIIRA AMANE. How you doing today, Mr. Mane? How you been?
Hey, been good, bro. Been good. Man, what a day it has been. It's shaping up to be a good week, though, so I can't complain. How about you, man?
Absolutely. Had a jam-packed weekend here
Yeah.
with all kinds of stuff to do. So we had Call of Duty going down. We also had a belated birthday dinner, a wedding, and a baby reveal, gender reveal, things like that. So it's been an absolute
Wait,
uh,
clarify who baby reveal?
my girlfriend's sisters.
I was
Yeah.
like, hold on.
Nah, amen. Amen. Don't even go there. Hell no.
Am I unk?
No,
Okay.
I'm unc. I'm officially an uncle. You know what I'm saying? But
There we go.
I ain't no father. You know what I'm saying? But they do call me daddy. Oh my god. Anyhow, but I mean, other than that, man, it's been a pretty good weekend and a good week so far. Can't complain. Can't complain at all, man. But we got a lot to talk about. Well, not so much a lot, but a lot of went down this past weekend for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So we can just jump right into it right here. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the first thing up on the chopping block here is we have, before we get into anything here, Shotzi's revealing that OpTic would have not split up if they played and beat mid-pack teams instead of losing the LAT. So let's go into a live listening on what they're talking about here.
What would have happened, in your opinion, Seth, if it wasn't LA Thieves that they played for their last match and it was some middle of the pack team and we beat them? Change would have still came, right?
Buddy thick.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Do you think we would have continued to push through?
I think so. That's what my mindset was. Like I told the entire time, like I mean, even Damon was saying like he said like some corny shit. He was like Rome wasn't built in like a week or some shit, and I was like on God. I was just saying trust the process, and for the longest time, like that's what I was, trying to do, but things just literally just didn't work out.
Jeez. So who? I mean, think about that, man. OpTic probably wouldn't have split up if they would have beat some middle of pack teams. I don't know.
You think they would have by now?
Dude, I don't know, man. Cause I'll be honest, I am so like just mind blown on the whole OpTic situation this year. Of how good they do, how shit they do, how promising they look, and then just fell flat. So it's just a big ass roller coaster of emotions if you're an OpTic fan. But yeah, it's been an interesting one for sure. I'm not sure, honestly. I really don't know.
I know Leo Thality happy with old Thieves right now.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going crazy too. All right, well, jumping on over into some other news here. Then we also have new maps coming to rank play, which have already been released. But Barrage HP, Barrage Control, and Grind HP have been added into the mix here for rank play. And here is the thoughts of Scump and Zinni going into that. So let's go into a live listening real quick.
Yeah, and there's no new maps. I mean, they're trialing Barrage in ranked. And that
Yeah.
map is horse piss.
Bro, I thought my chat was trolling me when they said that shit.
They are trialing an awful map.
They said they put Barrage and Grind in. I was like, that's gotta be a one guy. And then my whole chat was like, nope.
Good lord.
Yeah, so I'm not sure, what this looks like going forward into, CDL after this split here. If Major 4, they're going to have Barrage and Grind going into the CDL. I mean, I don't really necessarily like it, I'll be honest. I would have thought Firing Range would have came in before Barrage. I know Grind was
Yeah.
kind of like a decent layout map, but I don't know, man. I don't know what your thoughts would be on that.
I agree. I mean, I remember playing Grind. I mean, it's just you're open the whole time. It just feels like I don't know.
Yeah, it's
It's just different.
it's just such an awkward map too, cause like the spawns and the hills and everything in between, just I don't know, man. Like that last, what is it, P4 hill, and like the spawn points on the P4 is just so like one side spawns super close and the other one spawns all the way out, and it's just a bunch of cuts and nope. I don't like it. It does not work well in my opinion, but I don't have that
I
many
just don't
reps
know
on it
why,
either.
bro. Like why?
I don't know. I don't know why they just can't bring better maps into the rotation. I mean, firing range I think would have been better than damn grind or barrage at least, but
Well, didn't they say like if they move there's like a spawn point that's like kind of fucks everything up because it's like too far up and it doesn't give time to like grab some space if you get some kills. Like if they just, I mean, I agree, firing range. Like why not try it out if you're gonna try these out?
yeah, I mean, fire range was fire, man. I know in Search and
I
Destroy
love that map.
it's definitely small. It wouldn't work for Control because of how spawn trap heavy that map is. So I can definitely see an
Yeah.
argument for that. But maybe Hardpoint, and I know Search and Destroy would be pretty fun on that. I don't know, but well,
Dude, a hard point with like smaller, tight map, like or tight points where you gotta really, because it's teamwork heavy, but like
yeah. I mean, look at
fucking, like,
look at
you
damn.
gotta have the trophies, you gotta have this shit.
Yeah, I mean, just look at Skyline and how small that and mixy that map is. That map's
Yeah,
fun,
dude.
and that's probably like one of my favorite maps to play Hardpoint on. So I
I
mean, I
agree.
don't know, man. I feel like the smaller to medium-sized maps work better, and Grind is just, I don't know, man. It's just such a mixy map, and I don't have that many reps on it, so I can't really give you a good detailed analysis on it. But first impressions, it's not my favorite. Not my favorite.
I'm a skater and that ain't it.
All right, well, moving on into some other news here. We've got the matches to roll through here, so let's go check out these bad boys here. So we had week 2 of the Major 3 qualifiers go underway this weekend here. And first up on the chopping block, we had the Friday night matches. We had 3 of them. The first one was OpTic Texas versus the Miami Heretics, and this was a 3-1 victory. Surprisingly for Miami Heretics, they came out hot on the Hardpoint Vault, the Hacienda Search and Destroy, and then OpTic Texas came back in a 2-3 fashion on the Hacienda Control, and then Miami coming out even hotter on the Hacienda Hardpoint, map 4, 250 to 202. What do you want to speak about on the series here?
I feel like I predicted the complete reverse as far as the map counts for the teams, but dude, Super was Super Saiyan, bro. What
Yes,
was
he
going on?
was. He went absolutely huge this series. He had a plus 22, 1.31 KD. Rencore also right there with a plus 12, 1.16. And Real and Metals both negative. Real dropping a neg 12.85 and Metals neg 7.91. And then on the opposite side there, OpTic Texas, Hook and Shotzi barely positive. Shotzi's dropping a 1.0. Hook with a 1.09 plus 7 spread. Dashy with a 0.86, negative 11. And Skies with a 0.85, negative 12. So it looks like the ARs were struggling this series, and then the subs were just barely shooting back there. But yeah, just kind of bouncing off what you were saying earlier, Super having an absolute masterclass series here. I know in map 2 on the Search and Destroy, he dropped 16 and 7, a 2.29 plus 9 spread, going absolutely rogue in the Search and Destroy.
Dude, he's about to get scooped up by the E-Girl team next. They're about to grab onto him. He was like, "Oh, you about to stay in the league?"
Oh, and I like your accent too.
That's capital R. It
Yeah.
stands for, hey, you should come over, capital R.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy stats, though. Like, I'm surprised, though. Happy for him, for real.
Yeah, no, definitely cool to see, up and coming rookie, shaking some heads, going into the series here. But I mean, I don't know what's going on with OpTic, but Miami definitely came out hot, and they are coming out victorious in this first series here. But that's going to be it for this OpTic match. And then going into the second series of Friday night, we had the Vancouver Surge versus the LAG. And this was a 3-0 DoorDash situation for the Vancouver Surge. They played a hard point on Hacienda, the Red Card Search and Destroy, and the Protocol Control. What do you want to speak about on this series here?
Damn, Jismet.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first series with Fellow joining in to the roster as well.
Is it?
And
I thought he had one more.
did he?
I mean, if so,
Was
no,
it
I
last
don't
weekend
know
that he
really,
joined, or
but
was it this weekend?
he might have had a game or
I
game
can't
last
remember.
weekend, but
I think you're right on that one. I think this is the second
they
series.
can't catch a break though.
They
bro.
really can, man. I mean, this whole roster, the LAG roster, is brand new. This buys Kismet. I mean, it's damn near a challengers team at this point. We got Lunars, Johnny, Fellow, and Kismet now, but Kismet having an absolute stinker. Neg 18.73, Johnny a 0.89, Fellow a 0.89, and Lunar's the only one shooting back with a 1.06. But on the opposite side there, I mean, holy hell, 04 having a series, Abusa having a series, Neptune having a series. 04 1.3, Abusa 1.34, Neptune 1.20, and Nasty a 0.75. But I mean, they come out dominant, looking good. I know it was a pretty close series there as far as the hard point, 250 to 207, just one rotation, and then Protocol 3-2, just went to that last round, and then the Search and Destroy was pretty black and white there, 6-3. So I don't know what your thoughts are on just Vancouver just being so dominant.
I mean, Vancouver's doing their thing. I mean, 04 had a great map, and then I know Nasty looked bad here, but like apparently he turned up later in the weekend. I was just thinking about how was it in Vegas where New York Subliners won champs when we were there?
Yep.
If you told me when we were in Vegas that this would be Kismet's team 2 years later,
LAG dropping a 0.73
with these three around him, I would have been like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, that's insane.
Like, there's no shot. And then to know that Priest is on Falcons and Skies is on OpTic, I would have been like, "Dude, someone had to drop a bomb somewhere for this shit to happen." Like, the turn of events are crazy, bro.
Yeah, we're definitely in a different reality, dude. Because this Call of Duty, I mean, this Call of Duty
It's a
in
whole
general.
other sim.
Yeah,
Like,
no kidding, man. This has been a weird year for Call of Duty. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean,
lot
just
of
a
moving pieces.
lot of moving pieces and a very dominant Vancouver Surge. I'll say that much. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this series here for Vancouver, looking dominant as always. And going into that last series here of Friday night, we had the Carolina Royal Ravens versus the Minnesota Rocker, and this went the distance here. If
This
it'll
was a good
load.
one.
Yes, it was a very good series here. This went the distance in a map 11 or a map 5 round 11 series, going to the side of Carolina Royal Ravens in a 3-2 fashion. Rocker coming out hot on the hardpoint Skyline map 1, and then Carolina answering back in a 6-1 protocol search and destroy, and then the Vault control goes to the side of Minnesota Rocker, 3-2 fashion, and then hardpoint goes down. I mean, this was a super close hardpoint Hacienda, 250 to 244. And then going to a round 11, 6-5, Search and Destroy dealership, Carolina Royal Ravens come out victorious. What did you want to speak about on this series here?
Bro, just the dealership too, like a new map. You know, Rocker's pissed, bro.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? Let's go into a live listening into that round 11 real quick. Let's see what this looks like.
Gio, looking that way?
Oh my. I mean, what are you finding here info-wise? I mean, you're just letting them plan A, and you're just gonna play retake, okay?
I guess so. Out of the car and now into the action.
Oh, there's a trophy here. He's not gonna know. The trophy's gonna allow him to just sit here. They can't clear this.
Gwyn pounces, but he gets through.
Oh my God, Gwyn has been so good in the middle, and now he might win them the game.
Can they trade it out?
Oh.
Gwyn, probably one of the map, may not matter, but you
crazy.
still have Kenny and Gio trying to do this. 20 seconds left to go. TJ gonna get ripped a bit, but able to reposition. They've got to go.
It's on Gio on the flank, but I don't know if they have time.
Kenny's able to get
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Gio
2v1.
as well. 1 versus 1. TJ
time.
and Kenny.
No time.
There's just no time to get it done. TJ can check it. Kenny gets the kill, goes on 5 straight, but it's not gonna matter. Royal Ravens survive, and that was a wild map 3, 4, and 5.
It sure was. It sure was. That was a great series to watch. I know Kenny being added to the roster here definitely elevates them to be competitive and definitely going the distance with Carolina, who's been looking pretty good but starting to fall off a little bit here recently. So, but yeah, definitely a great series to watch there. Something to note, I mean, everyone on the side of Carolina Royal Ravens is negative except for Gwyn with barely positive with a 1.09 plus 8 spread, Slasher neg 20.77, TJ.
Damn.
You hate to see it, man. You really do. Slasher, man. Damn. Then TJ, neg 4.96, Vivid 0.8, or a 0.9 with a negative 8 spread. And then everyone inside of Minnesota Rocker is positive except for Istriel. Each of a 0.96, but Gio with a 1.0, Kenny with a 1.09, and Nero with a 1.21. With plus 21 spread. That's insane. And they took the loss, man. They took the loss. You'd hate to see it. But yeah, I mean,
Hurt.
you hate to see
They
it.
still drop Vivid.
Yeah, they still dropped Vivid. You hate to see it. But moving on here, going into the Saturday night matches, we had 4 of them go down, and the first one was the Atlanta FaZe versus the Miami Heretics, and this went to a 3-1 victory, going to the side of Miami Heretics, surprisingly. Atlanta FaZe coming out hot on the Vault Hardpoint, and then on the dealership, Search and Destroy went around 11. Going to the side of Miami Heretics, Control Hacienda went to a 3-1 to Miami, and then the red card Hardpoint, 250 to 220, going to the side of Miami Heretics in a 3-1 fashion for this series. What you want to speak about on this series here?
Super Saiyan 3. This motherfucker is going elevating, but Real Metals. I just feel like Metals is so up and down a little bit, but at least he's on the up and down of the green side. I mean, they've been shooting, especially against FaZe, bro. Like, it's funny how Cell's the only one green though. That's funny.
Yeah, that is actually insane. Yeah, just looking at the stat line here, I mean, Celium, the only one positive on Atlanta FaZe with the 1.12 plus 9 spread, but a BZ having a stinker. Neg 28, a 0.73. I don't think I've ever seen a BZ go that negative before. And then Draza a 0.83, Simp a 0.82, and then everyone on the side of Miami Heretics is super positive. We got Super dropping a 1.1, Rencore a 1.22, Real a 1.09, and Metals a 1.24. So they are definitely eating something right over there in Miami, taking out FaZe and OpTic this weekend here. So they're looking pretty dominant going into this split so far.
The major.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Their own, right? Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. So definitely a very good dominant win out of the Miami Heretics. So if you want, we can go into a listen in on Super going crazy for that round or that map 4.
Maybe get you out of this. Somehow Simp is still alive. He finds 2.
Nah,
There's the opening.
Yeah, I thought both those players were dead to rights. Well, the opening is
3 down for Miami.
quickly shut down.
Oh, shit
Super
on.
gets 3. He's on 4 straight. Lead back up to 16 or so. 21.5 on the play clock.
I mean, they have outer control. They have stage control.
Yeah.
FaZe have to contest and rotate. Miami should win this.
Oh, they've got every advantage in the world to shut this down, and Super trying to call a ball game, but we're not done quite yet. I mean, FaZe have got to take this time. They don't have the play clock to tick anymore. It's going to start to fly now. They got to battle towards the point. Heretics are going to go ahead and get inside it. They want to win it with 250, and they're going to be able to do just that.
Dang.
Heretics take the map 4, win it 3-1. And for everyone
FaZe
battling
is
for
shook,
top
dude.
8, that isn't the Heretics. Good luck.
Damn.
Maybe get you out of this. Somehow Simp is...
Sorry.
No, you should have rotated earlier.
He's actually really good. We kind of showed that good.
Yeah, it's an insane series out of Miami there, coming out victorious and looking really well going into the major here, but they are now 3-0 going into the split, so looking good with the addition of Super. All right, well, moving on into the next series of Saturday night, we had the Vegas Falcons versus the OpTic Texas, and this, ladies and gentlemen, was an absolute heartbreaker. This was a 3-1 victory for the Vegas Falcons, their first ever series win for this year, and Black Ops 6 goes up against OpTic Texas with the addition of Pred. You hate to see it, ladies and gentlemen, but you cannot write it any better than this. The Vault Hardpoint Vault Hardpoint goes to the Vegas Falcons, map 1. Red Card Search and Destroy, map 2 goes to a round 11 to the side of OpTic Texas, and then the Vault Control in a 3-2 fashion goes to Vegas Falcons, and then the Hardpoint on the Skyline, 250 to 112, rounding things out for the first victory for Vegas Falcons. What do you want to speak about on this series here, Mr. AMANE?
I mean, like you said, the script is crazy. Like, their Falcons' first win is with Pred on the team against his old team, OpTic. And when he was interviewing with OpTic about beating the Falcons, he was always saying, I like them boys. They're cool boys. Yeah, I really like them. It's cool. It's cool. He was waiting to go to the Falcons. He was working the bag early.
He was working that PR.
He wasn't in Aussie. He wasn't at Bondi. He was in the desert.
He was in Saudi.
Nah, this is crazy though. I mean, you got Priesta even doing well, and then Exnid probably doing some dirty work, doing his thing. But I know that probably felt amazing for the kids. So it is what it is. But OpTic bias, you're like, man, what is going on, bro?
Yeah, and just looking at the stat line for OpTic, we have Shotzi dropping a neg 23 spread with a .77, Skies negative 11.83, Hook negative 5.94, and Dashy the only one positive, the +8 spread 1.09. And then looking at the side of Vegas Falcons here, we've got RC's dropping a +16 spread 1.21, Priesta a 1.16. I mean, you know something's going on when Priest is dropping positive numbers against you on OpTic. And then Pred with a 1.11 and Exnid, the only one negative, with a .93. Oh my lord, you hate to see it. You really do.
Wait, go down, scroll down. I never thought I'd see match MVP R-Cities against fucking OpTic on the Falcon, dude.
Yeah,
and he's wearing the Surge jersey.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Damn. You hate to see it, ladies and gentlemen. You really do.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but our city's definitely going huge. 94 kills and 78 deaths with a 1.21. 13,000 damage, but Dashy, the damage leader for the series here with 13.4k. So that boy was shooting, but too bad that his teammates couldn't help him out any further than they could. So yeah, definitely a heartbreaker for OpTic Texas. I'm not sure what this looks like going forward for OpTic mentally, but we got to figure something out, man. Shotzi's not looking good on this series here for sure. Unless
I wonder if like Shotzi leaves next year or something.
I don't know. You never do. It depends on how well OpTic comes out at the end of the year. Because I mean, anything's possible at this point,
crazy.
dude.
After all that's happened, watch Shotzi and Dashy break up. Clip it now. Watch this shit.
Oh my god.
Watch,
They're knocking on some wood.
I know. We got to keep both of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, well, going into the third series here Saturday night, we had the Boston Breach versus the LAG, and this was a 3-1 victory for Boston Breach. Boston coming out hot on the Vault Hardpoint map 1, and then in a round 11 map 2, Hacienda Search and Destroy goes to the side of LAG, I believe, and then Boston Breach coming out hotter on the Control Hacienda, and then rounding things out on the Hacienda Hardpoint 250 to 192. Boston Breach coming out victorious. What did you want to speak about on this series here?
They're lagging, mate. They're lagging, mate.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do here, man. I mean, they keep making...
You got Big Weight going 1.1 on you. I mean, you got Johnny trying his hardest for the Jansport, but it's just not working. I mean, Boston's a good team, though. Honestly, I can't really say anything else. And Fellows, you know, we just said he's hopped in, so I'm sure they're still learning. Lunars is fresh. Has Johnny been in before? Wasn't he up on with, like, Royal Ravens at one point?
He was on the Vegas team in Modern Warfare 2. Yep, Vegas Paris Legion.
Paris Legion was
in Modern Warfare 2. Yep, he was with I believe he was with Temp and Clayster for a little bit, and then he got dropped.
That's right.
But yeah, that was the last time I think he was in the CDL, and then obviously he came back in this year here for LAG, and he drops a 1.23 this series here. And then Lunar's dropping a .81, Kismet a .98, and Fellow a 9.9. And then on the opposite side there, we got Snoopy dropping a 1.11, Purge a 9.1, Awakening a 1.1, and Cammy a .91. But yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, baby, and they came out victorious here. And it was definitely a good series to watch. I mean, both hardpoints, or I guess the first hardpoint was pretty close, and then obviously the Search and Destroy could have went anywhere. Went to a round 11, and then Hacienda Control. Obviously, whoever gets defense is going to be victorious there. It goes to the map, or round 11, or round 5 there. And then Hacienda Hardpoint, Pyreus comes down to 1 or 2 rotations, and you hate to see it. You really do. So, Boston Breach.
This is a coin flip on Control, though, bro. I swear.
Yeah, it really is. Those points are insane. But nevertheless, Boston Breach come out victorious here, and they're now going to finish out 2-1 for this weekend. And going into the last Saturday night matchup, we had the Cloud9 New York versus the LA Thieves, and this was a hot DoorDash 3-0 challenge for the LA Thieves here. They played a hard point on Protocol, the Rewind, Search and Destroy, and then the Hacienda Control in a 3-1 fashion on Hacienda Control. What did you want to speak about on this series here?
I mean, predictable with LAT, but I did not expect it to go at least like this, yo. Like, what do you think's the issue right now for Cloud9?
You know, honestly, I think what it is the ARs need to get activated. So if Sib's playing well, the rest of the team's playing well, and obviously Attach is kind of the sandbagger, I would say, for this team here. If he's shooting well, they're doing well. If he's not doing well, obviously then the whole team's not going to do well. Crimp, only one shooting back with a 1.18 plus 10 spread, but Attach dropping a 0.81, Mac dropping a 0.73. That doesn't help, and Sib a 0.93 as well. So I would say just inconsistencies out of the Cloud9 New York team here. I don't know if a roster change would be needed. I would say, for my opinion, we would replace Mac with somebody else, but I'm not sure who's on the market right now that would be an upgrade for Mac. So I'm not sure what that might look like. I don't know if Challengers has any good submachine guns or flexes, but I would say Mac would probably be my go-to person. I know everyone was pretty excited when he was announced to come back after a year of being out of the CDL, but I honestly didn't think he was that good of a player. Obviously, I want the best for anybody that comes in, but I wasn't too excited to see Matt come back. But hey, we'll see what it comes out to be here in the next couple of weeks. But
Mac and cheese.
Absolutely. But on the opposite side here of LA Thieves, we got everyone going crazy. We got Scrap dropping a 1.16, Hydra a 1.31, Ghosty a 1.22, and Envoy, only one negative, dropping a 0.78 with a -13 spread there. But yeah, the boys were shooting and looking quite dominant, and LA Thieves looking good up against the Cloud9 New York in a 3-0 fashion. So
I love that online.
Absolutely. All right, well, that's going to wrap up that series there, and then going into the Sunday night, we had Minnesota Rocker versus the Cloud9 New York, and this was a awesome series to watch, ladies and gentlemen. This was our first reverse sweep. This was Hardpoint Skyline, went super close, 250 to 228 to the side of Minnesota Rocker, and then Rewind, Search and Destroy going to the side of Minnesota Rocker as well, and then Cloud9 clutch up the Control Protocol in a 3-0 fashion, and then the Hardpoint on Red Card was super mixy, ended out on a 250 to 246 going to the side of Cloud9, and then the Hacienda Search and Destroy Map 5 6-4 fashion, rounding things out and completing the reverse sweep for Cloud9. What do you guys want to speak about on this series here?
Kenny is hurting, boy.
He can't get a break, bro.
I mean, they were fighting them first two, and then it's just like Cloud9 said, nope.
Yeah, nah.
No.
Sib turned up after maps 1 and 2 commenced, and he drops a 1.26 plus 24 spread. We got Mac dropping a -10, 0.91, Crimp plus 10, 1.11, and Attach a 1.0 with a +1 spread. And then everyone on the side of Minnesota Rocker is negative except for Estriel. He's got a 1.03. We got Geo dropping a 0.85, Kenny dropping a 0.99, and Nero dropping a 0.89. But hey, I want to actually go into a live listening on the map 4, Red Card Hardpoint, because this was an absolute insane clutch for C9. So let's go into a live listening real quick.
It'll be tight though. Every gunfight, a massive one. Rocker coming away with the first two. A chance for Minnesota to get some substantial time here on stage. Geo, the only defender at mid-map, has to provide for the members inside the hard point. Only takes one. Follow up from Kenny, just spamming the corner. 245 to 230, but Cloud9 are finding the kills. Contestants in. Down to the game clock now you start to look. 20 seconds on it. Nero's still alive playing contest. This is still ticking. You gotta deal with it if you're Cloud9. They find a couple of kills, and now Minnesota are stretching, trying to get to the hard point.
And there's only one more player here. Estru's gonna fall. C9 just need one more wave, and this is a Game 5 series.
Geo on the pinch. Geo on the pitch. Can he get here in time? Lead swap starts to come through. Geo finds one, but nothing more. You have to reflip this if you're Minnesota. It'll be tight, though. Every
they were
gunfight.
down. Rocker just absolutely fumbled the bag right here because they were going up with literally, it was theirs to lose, and they actually got broken out, and then they just could not break it after that. That was insane. Yeah, watching this live was absolutely a movie.
Yeah. Kenny's jump kills me. He hates that shit.
Dude, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, he can't catch a break, man. He really can't. And obviously this went to a map 5. Wasn't around 11, but still C9 coming out clutch on the map 4, and then using that momentum going into the map 5 in a 6-4 fashion in a 3.
And a rebound.
Yeah, absolutely. So an interesting and entertaining series to watch nonetheless, and Cloud9 looking really good. All right, well, that's going to end things out on that series here. And then going into the second series, we had Vancouver Surge versus the Carolina Royal Ravens. And this also went the distance here. This was a 3-2 victory going to the side of Seattle Surge. So I'm trying to get this right here. I believe this was another reverse sweep, if I'm not mistaken. I can't, these colors are, I'm just, okay, so it was a reverse sweep here. So it looks like Carolina Royal Ravens came out hot on the map 1 Hacienda Hardpoint, and then the Search and Destroy on Hacienda as well, and then flipping it over on the Control Protocol. Vancouver Surge take that one, the Hardpoint on Skyline map 4, they take that one, and then ending it on Dealership Search and Destroy 6-2 fashion. Seattle Surge coming out on top in a reverse sweep again. What did you want to speak about on this series here?
This is the series I mentioned a little earlier about Nasty turning up. I feel like he did his damn thing in this one, but I feel like Dealership being added in has definitely like brought some teams almost like this, you know what I mean? Like it's brought them closer together and it's more competitive. I mean, like I feel like there's all 3 games were game 5s on Sunday.
Yeah.
And that's what we like to see. But yeah, I mean, they TJ's crumble wasn't hitting.
Yeah, and to kind of bounce off of your idea on Dealership, yeah, with it being a new map, not a lot of reps to be had on for these teams here, so it's pretty much like a coin flip to see, you know, who is just more talented and who works the new maps better, things like that. So obviously, there's going to be some strats that come in and refine and retune how they play the map. So we'll see, but yeah, I'm glad that they're adding new maps into the mix. I just wish they were better maps, but hey, we'll take what we can get because the maps that we already have are pretty buns, not gonna lie.
Right.
But yeah, just kind of bouncing off of what you were saying with Nasty dropping a 1.32 for the series, a +21 spread, Neptune a 1.08, Abuza a 1.09, and 04 dropping a 9.9, and then on the side of Carolina Royal Ravens, everyone's negative except for Slasher. He's got a 1.08. Gwen a 0.91, TJ a 0.99, and Vivid dropping -32 spread with a 0.63. This is why you got dropped. That's why you got dropped. Holy shit. He got absolutely pooped on. Pooped on.
Shitted on.
You hate to see it, ladies and gentlemen. You really do. Let's see. What did he do on the map 3? He dropped a 20 and 26. In the map 4, he drops 12 and 28. He dropped a 0.43 -16 spread on the map 4 Skyline. Oh my goodness.
That's
he got
AKIIRA
shit
numbers.
on. And then the map 5, he drops a 1 and 7 on the search.
He played better with one eye.
Oh, he really did, dude. He was just not shooting at all this
What's
season.
going on?
Oh
dude?
my goodness gracious. Yeah,
That's
you hate
crazy
to see it. You hate to see it. Yeah, so Carolina not looking so hot, and Vancouver still looking dominant going into this split here. But that's going to end things out on this series here. And then going into the very last series of the weekend, we had the LA Thieves versus the Toronto Ultra, and this was a mega upset here. This was a 3-2 victory for the Toronto Ultra. So they came out, Ultra came out hot on the map 1 Hacienda Hardpoint, and then LA Thieves coming out hot on the Search and Destroy Hacienda and the Vault Control. And then Ultra evening things out on the Hacienda, or the Vault, the Skyline Hardpoint, and then the map 5 Dealership Search and Destroy went to a 6-4 round count going to the side of Toronto Ultra. What you want to speak about on this series here?
Do you think if that map 5 was a proto, it would have gone different?
For sure. It's definitely a map that everyone has reps in, and obviously Dealership's a new map, and Toronto's just looking pretty good. Honestly, they're pretty headbuttish. They ape everybody on the map, so it's just kind of an interesting dynamic to see Toronto Ultra getting all that confidence and just challenging everything against a very dominant LA Thieves team. So I know they went really hard in the paint on online. They were like 7-0 before this loss. So yeah, it was definitely a surprising loss for LA Thieves and a surprising win for Ultra. But just looking at the stat line
for Thieves, though.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Like as far as learning.
yeah, keeping them grounded a little bit, not too ego-ish. Seeing
Yeah,
that
like
they
you're
can,
winning good, but you still got to learn some shit.
yeah, you still gotta learn. You still gotta play Call of Duty and not underestimate your opponent. But yeah, just looking at the stat line here, we've got Kleenex on Toronto Ultra, the only one positive with a 1.12 plus 13 spread, and then Beans dropping a 0.95, Inside a 0.82, and Joe Deceives a 0.99. And then everyone on the side of LA Thieves is pretty back and forth here, pretty consistent. So we got Envoy with a 0.95, Ghosty a 0.08 or a 1.08, Hydra with a 1.16, and Scrap with a 0.94. So yeah, looks like Hydra was trying his best to try to shoot back here, but wasn't able to get things going in that Jan Sport. But yeah, I mean, definitely a great series here to watch. Looks like the hard points are pretty close. The Vault control was pretty close too. Obviously a 3-2 round 5. Search and Destroys both 6-4, but I don't know, it's pretty evenly matched, I'd say, and definitely a great series to watch as well, but definitely upsetting for Nate. I'm sure he was crashing out as well.
You know he was.
Yeah, Buddy be stressing, bro. Buddy been stressing.
Dude.
Oh my goodness. Yep. Well, that's going to be it for this weekend here. Let's go into some standings real quick for the CDL. So far we've got, as a total for the standings here, we've got Atlanta FaZe at number 1, LA Thieves at number 2, Toronto at 3, 4th is Vancouver, 5th is Carolina, 6th is Boston, 7th is Miami, and at dead 8th, barely qualifying for champs, we got OpTic Texas. And then looking at who isn't qualifying for champs this far, we have Cloud9 New York at 105, Minnesota Rocker at 100 points, LAG at 30 points, and then Vegas Falcons at 10 points. So it's safe to say that LAG and Vegas Falcons are not making it to champs. And I mean, just looking at the bottom 6 through 10, 30-point difference for who qualifies and who doesn't. So we got Boston Breach, Miami Heretics, and OpTic Texas all tied at 130 CDL points, and then Cloud9 at 105, and then Minnesota at 100. So if OpTic's not careful, they could find themselves in a very sticky situation trying to qualify for champs, and they have not been looking so hot with the new roster. I know the honeymoon phase came in, and everyone was pretty excited, and they saw some short-term success, but here this weekend, not the case at all. So what are your thoughts so far on these standings going into the CDL?
I mean, just looking at it, Pred went for the bag. He's chilling, just playing the game. He's worried about EWC trying to make a run for some more. LAG Gotaga is head in hands. I feel bad for Kenny on Rocker. I mean, I feel like they do, with his leadership, definitely still have a run in this. Hopefully they don't knock out OpTic for some crazy reason. That'd be crazy. It is weird seeing some of the teams up here, though. Like, I feel like you could almost switch Boston and OpTic and it'd make a little more sense, but that's only me coping, like, not based on performance. That's just what I'd wish to see. But yeah, it's pretty competitive now with the new maps added in, and FaZe is FaZe, and I think, doesn't OpTic play them next weekend?
They do.
Yeah, so that'll be a good one. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean,
it's looking good.
And just a comment too, I mean, as far as the competitiveness on the teams, I mean, it's not very, like, I know last year it was very top heavy, top 4 to 3 versus the rest, but now it seems like the top 10 just duke it out, really. I mean, I know we got FaZe looking strong, Thieves looking good, Ultra looking good, and Vancouver looking really good. So the top 4, I mean, I'm happy with that top 4 for sure. And then Carolina, Boston, Miami, definitely those are the middle pack teams, and then you just got the bottom 8 after that. So yeah, OpTic Texas, Cloud9, Minnesota, LAG, and Vegas Falcons. They're all in their own tier as well. So I mean, who knows, man? I mean, OpTic, they got to figure something out. I'm not sure what's going on. If it's mentality, if it's just, who knows what it is.
Internet is ass.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they just got bad PCs or something. I'm not sure.
I don't mind, dude. Something's
going on. Something isn't adding up. Something is not adding up. But yeah, man, that's gonna be the standings going so far here for this year for Black Ops 6. So we'll find out who qualifies for champs very
Yeah.
soon. Well, moving on into some other news here, community updates and whatnot. So we've got Methods and Scump worried about OpTic not making it for champs. So let's go into a live listening real quick here.
Yeah, there it is.
It obviously means a lot to him.
Fucking
1-20.
Miami passes us in the regular season standings as well, which also very important. Obviously, that match is important. Miami takes what, 6th from us? Now we're in 7th.
Fuck.
And Boston is 1 series back from us,
And they're probably going to win today.
and they're probably going to beat LAG.
Bro, we're in serious,
And they
like, oh, man.
We still have 3. We're still top 8, though. We still have 3 series over Minnesota. Luckily, they're losing their Game 5 round 11s every time, or that would be scary. It's starting to get very, very worrying, man.
It's one
if we
thing
start-
if we're losing against top teams,
If
man.
we start in losers at the next major,
Yeah, we're in serious, like, holy shit, we need to have an insane stage 4 to make champs.
fuck, man.
Scump's
Dude,
fed
it
up,
could
bro.
come
He
down
wants
to
come
us.
back,
It could literally
but
come
can't.
down to major 4, us making champs or not.
It's definitely going to come down to Major 4 because if they don't have a good run on land, it's
You
it's
know,
not
and we're
looking
gonna
good.
be there for it.
Oh my god, that's going to be such a movie, dude. This is going to be building up a fire DreamHack experience, dude. I cannot wait. Plus, we got Halo to watch too with OpTic's fire roster with
We get to
formal.
see formal play on OpTic Halo.
Absolutely, I'm actually
Team.
I'm looking really forward to DreamHack now because it's going to be definitely an
Me too,
exciting,
bro.
on the edge of your seat CDL event for sure because that is literally it. That is champs qualification. So we're gonna see who makes it, and it's getting pretty sketchy. I'm not gonna lie for the bottom 8 teams. So we'll see. But moving on to some other news, we also have Scump's Watch Party reacting to Exnid's post-match interview after beating OpTic. So let's go into a listen in here.
First thing, like, hello, how are you doing? I feel like, I feel so better now. This is my first win in the league. We deserve this. Also, I trust my teammates because I play so good now. That's it. I feel better now.
He's losing his voice.
I feel better now.
We're all so happy for you, Exnid. This has been a very long time coming for you, and it feels like every time we watched you play, we got to see your progression as a player. Did you feel that the win was coming, with scrims, with this new team? Did it just feel like a build-up that kept accumulating to this moment?
You mean with the new team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the winning is coming. Also, we can win the tournament, not also the series. My teammates look so good. Also, I around with 4 ring. Also, my coach had 3 ring. I feel so better. I can improve so fast because the guys. And also, we will improve. We will do everything good, inshallah.
Exnid, man, how much fun? How much fun are you having right now?
Just hilarious.
Oh, guys, I'm so happy. I am so, I feel everything now.
I love that, man. Hey, good luck in your guys' matches, and hopefully you guys can make a run for winners bracket.
Thank you so much.
Man, it's heartbreaking it came against us, but very happy for him. I mean, you can just see how much it means to him. It means once again, I've said it a lot, but for someone,
at our
to come over
expense.
here, people talking down on the team.
Yeah,
and,
hate
I
to
mean,
see it.
He's in 8s every night. He's streaming.
He's
once
doing
again.
everything right, man.
I
He's
wish it wasn't against us, but
Yep.
I am happy to see him happy.
Yeah, definitely bitter, sweet, but it's just an
It's cool.
interesting one because Pred, he's probably
Yeah, he's
talking
loving
mad
it.
shit right now. He's probably talking mad shit against OpTic, and then
With a
obviously,
bag.
yeah, with a bag on Vegas Falcons. I mean, dude, he is just setting it up for just the ultimate shit talk. I just shit on you guys on the worst team. You guys dropped me for what? For what? You guys are dog
Catch me
shit.
pickleball. Catch me pickleball.
You shouldn't have dropped me. Drop that shit or
You've been
Shopsy.
there too. Dude, that's such a crazy storyline.
It is, dude. That is actually insane. All right, well, moving on in some other news here. We also have OpTic share the immediate thoughts on the loss on Vegas Falcons. Let's go into a quick listen in as well on this one.
First series win for the Vegas Falcons. Vindication.
I can't believe it. Oh my God. Of course they beat us for it, dude. You've got to be fucking kidding me.
That's bad.
That's real bad.
That's fucking bad.
I mean, after last weekend, I thought we were fucking look good. We get a 3-0 over Cloud9, then we just come out flat.
Damn,
both series this
Tyler
weekend.
left the fucking
Swear,
match.
bro, it's fucking mental. Like literal mental block today.
Are we at risk of starting losers now?
Damn,
Yeah,
look at
we're
that.
2-2.
And all we have left is
Fell
phase,
off.
right?
All we have left is phase. I
And
really
we just lost to
The
Falcons.
mental
I
We
hope
just
break
it's-
on
lost,
map
we just
4.
lost 2 hard points.
Yeah.
3 respawns against Falcons. And
I
we won a
hope it's-
6-5 close search and destroy.
Cause holy shit. How the fuck, man?
Fucking comm sounded shit.
Dude, they sounded so right from the start. Right when our comm started, Kyler was like already second guessing what he was doing, and nobody talked to him. He was like, should I like right away, right when it went in. Then we get broken P2, we lose the P3, we lose the P4. Oh man.
Yeah, it's insane. It's actually insane.
I feel like, yeah, just all the team changes, bro. There's no proper cohesion at this point in the season compared to other teams, and you can't play, what do they call it? They're talking at hero ball. You can't do that.
Yeah, just to kind of point that out. I mean, look at FaZe, look at LA Thieves. Who else is a top team? We got Ultra. They haven't made a change yet. I know Vancouver made a change, but that was just a one-time change with Neptune. For Hixie, and then I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for dominant team changes and whatnot. I mean, yeah, I don't know what they're about to do, man. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I'll say that
OpTic
much.
had Ghosty too.
Yikes! They had a lot of people on that team. They just be out here
For real.
scouting talent for other teams at this point.
Shotzi on CDL Tinder or whatever.
Chauncey about to go to damn Vegas Falcons if he's not careful. Fuck.
I really, dude. That would be the most. He's like, if I can't win, I'm gonna get a bag.
Or he goes to FaZe if Draza gets fucking left behind. But I doubt that. They're looking pretty dominant too.
Yeah.
You hate to see it. Anyhow. All right, well, moving on here. And some other news here. We also have Paul X has been announced that he is retiring from the competitive COD scene. GG's to that. So Gigatits comes out to say that
Oh no.
I appreciate everyone that has supported me throughout the year, throughout my career. I fear that it's time for change. I got to live my dream, meet my idols, travel places, and never thought I would have. Thanks for everything, pretty much. So, yep, GG's for Paul X announcing that his competitive, he is out of now. So, you hate to see
GG
it.
Paul.
You hate to see it. And in other news as well, we have Vivid being released from Royal Ravens all of a sudden today. So let's go into a live listen in on Breaking Point's thoughts.
Who did Ravens get, bro?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Did they say it? Or is it just a
I mean,
guess?
they didn't, but I will.
Oh, all right.
Wait, who'd you say?
It's looked at. GG, wow.
I will. Dylan Rex.
Oh, okay.
I might need to text Ina Dog and
I
say
guess 100%
congratulations.
they got him.
Well, I mean, I'm just checking our chat. And that's what Big Run Dog said. You know what I'm saying?
Run Dog's dropped a little message.
Run Dog said Ravens getting Rex, pretty sure. All
right.
So,
well,
I mean, I listen respectfully. I don't give a fuck anymore because we do this whole like beating around the bush aspect, and then the flank, and come
Dude,
out.
Rab stays applying
Fuck
lipstick.
it, man. They're getting this,
or
they're getting
chapstick.
that. So fuck it.
Yeah.
We're first.
Yeah, congratulations, Rex. Welcome to the league. Hopefully it works out.
So interesting. So looks like here Dylan Rex is being picked up by Royal Ravens all of a sudden. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Anyhow, what are your thoughts on Dylan Rex being brought into the league for Vivid on Carolina Royal Ravens?
Interesting to say the least, but I mean they need to try something, I guess. I feel like after the whole Kenny thing fell through, they're chalked. I would be, obviously. But did Rex change the name or the spelling, how he does it?
Let's see.
'Cause I thought it was different. Hey. Big Bambalam. Shouts out Big Bambalam. He'll be back. He'll be
Shout
back.
out Big Bam. Yeah, he's got some scheduling issues here. Here, Dylan Rex. Here he is. Boom. Rex DS. So he's officially still on Omit Brooklyn, but we can see this changing pretty soon here. So not sure.
Probably later this week.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Interesting.
I'd say so. All right, well then, in some other news, we have the Black Ops 2 storyline starting to happen in real life, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know if you guys know, but in 2025, China suspends exports of certain rare earth elements to the United States, which is some real world news. And then the setting for Black Ops 2 begins with the year 2025, where China and the United States start a Cold War after China stops exporting rare earth elements. In this future setting, militaries use robotic weaponry, cyber warfare, unmanned vehicles, and futuristic technology. So, dude, they are manifesting some crazy stuff like The Simpsons, man, for Black Ops 2.
Current events?
You hate to see it.
That's crazy. They're over here current events now. They ran out of shit.
For real.
No,
well,
that's crazy. I mean, it'll be cool. I'm excited for a Black Ops 2 kind of thing.
We'll see. Yeah, just kind of bouncing off some Black Ops 2 news, we also have some Black Ops 7 news. Yeah. So Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is coming to 2025 according to leaks here. It'll be a direct sequel from Black Ops 2 set in 2035 with a futuristic Japanese theme. So that's going to be an interesting setting and whatnot. So
Dude,
what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
I'm all about it. Those maps gotta be crazy. They gotta be pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
This is the game. If you're gonna do the maps right, please,
for the love of God, give us some good maps.
Imagine like an abandoned temple in Japan or some shit. Not abandoned temple. That's disrespectful. But like some ruins, from like somewhere on a Japanese island.
An ancient temple.
That's a map.
The Great Wall of China or something. That's in China, though.
Crazy map. And then apparently wall running and shit's in this game.
Dude, I can't wait, man. It's going to be a good time. I'm ready to see what they got cooking up. It is April, so I'm sure the leaks are going to start coming out here pretty soon of next Call of Duty. So usually May, June, that's when, some of the sparkings and the leaks start coming out. And then through summertime, they'll start announcing some stuff. So I'm excited to see what next year's got ahead of us here. But as far as other Call of Duty news here, we also have that the Call of Duty 2025, aka Black Ops 7, is going to have a campaign set in 2035 with a 4-player co-op mode. Zombies will have the original crew in the largest round-based zombie map. Multiplayer will feature 32 versus 32 mode. That's interesting. Remakes of the old maps in a futuristic 2035 setting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And everything in Black Ops 6 item-wise will carry over as well. So looks like all the operators that you're buying, all the skins that you're buying are going to transfer over, and it sounds like it's going to be something similar to what Modern Warfare 2 and 3 did, with the same guns being implemented into multiplayer and Warzone. So I'm excited, man. It's starting to shape up to be an exciting Call of Duty, nonetheless.
I'm digging it, bro. Especially the items carryover. I did like that. We were spoiled for a little bit with that in another title, but the 32v32 kind of maybe a Battlefield-ish even more,
Yeah.
Like even more so than what we have as a mode.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I know because Zombies this year's been popping off pretty good. So they're bringing back some OG Zombies. 32 versus 32 is going to be sick. And remakes of old maps, but reimagined into a futuristic setting. That's going to be cool because, one, we're going to have some fire maps. Two, they're going to be kind of new looking, but yet they're going to be fire. And then also a campaign with 4-player co-op mode. Dude, hell yeah. It's like some Halo shit, man. When we would all load up and play Halo campaign and shit. I'm excited, man, because this way you can play with your friends and whatnot. I like that. It's a good addition like that. A lot.
I'm down if y'all are.
Absolutely. You know the vibes.
Yeah.
All right, well, moving on to some other news here. We also have Ubisoft claims that players don't want to own games they buy. It's just a limited license to access them, as highlighted in a lawsuit over the shutdown of The Crew. So it sounds like Ubisoft's getting some lawsuits here because people are buying the game and then they shut the game down and they're like, well, what the hell? We paid this money. And then they're coming back and saying it's just a limited license that you own. You don't own the actual game. So I find that very interesting. Very interesting. I know Ubisoft also dropped the ball for X Defiance. I don't know what the hell they got going on over there, but it ain't adding up.
Making bad decisions. I think one of them, I don't know who, it was like they're starting to do like a crypto thing and like backed away from it. I don't know if it was Ubisoft as well either. Like just it was. I remember it being a very badly timed announcement.
Jeez, you hate to see it. You hate to see it.
I mean, it's weird though. Licenses, bro. Like, I love physical media. I mean, we do buy everything digital. I can't lie. It's convenient, and I know I've had my Steam library for like 15 years now. So it is what it is. I mean.
Yeah, I find that interesting. I find that interesting.
Imagine if it gets to a point, it's like, hey, you want my license? Like you're selling license keys. You're not selling.
You want my hard disk? No, I want that license key.
Straight up, got 1,000 games on this hard drive. What's up?
What's up? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Well, all right, well, moving on. Then we also have some other news here. The Mafia, the old country, reporting to release August 8th. So if you guys are interested in some other not Call of Duty, but other games other than Call of Duty, Mafia, the old country is coming August 8th. So if you guys like those kind of games here, that's some news for you guys.
I'm gonna play it, dude. I love Mafia game. You know, Zuma's gonna be playing this.
Oh, for sure. This is like some like cool. I like the gangster, old timey gangster. Yeah.
Mafia played like more free Red Dead, in my opinion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
how they play. It's really, really good.
I have to try it out. I haven't touched a Mafia game, so I'm interested to see what this one looks like.
Great story. Yeah, you'd like it.
Okay, I'm about to check it out. All right, and then in our last topic, we have Bungie releasing a new game called Marathon. So let's go into a live listening real quick on this.
Disappointment, my man. 5 minutes.
Yeah, this is insane. Gameplay overview. Man.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4. You are a runner, a cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats, capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat. Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest. You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players, countless security forces, and otherworldly threats. To scavenge the remains of a lost colony for glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled with weapons, materials, and equipment you can scavenge throughout the map. Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can, and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault. Death is inevitable, but it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents. And in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your
I don't know, man.
Factions can sponsor you with
this
a fresh
looks like a
so
Apex
you can get right back into the fight.
reskin with
Bungee brings its best in
Destiny 2
multiplayer action to the forefront.
Yeah.
Dynamic and tactile gunplay.
This looks just like Destiny, dude.
Unique play styles
With
and
the
customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic team fights.
What the hell?
Whether you're on a zero to hero run or high rolling with powerful gear, you'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick and how. Because no matter how geared you are, players with skill and strategy will always have the edge. Marathon is designed to be played in crews, with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not
This
out.
looks just like Apex Legends, dude.
Death is not the
And
end.
they had the
And if you're the
apparently
last
you
one
like
standing,
buy weapons
you
and
can
shit.
overcome the odds to revive
Like
your teammates and get out.
in the
with your
beginning, like
hard-earned loot.
Valorant.
Really?
If you believe your
Like
skills
the main,
alone are enough
one of
to
the
conquer
main
any
designers
challenge,
and leads of
we give you
Valorant
the
is
freedom to
working
opt
on
out
this
of
IP.
crew fill, to take all the glory for yourself as a solo runner. No two runs in Marathon ever play out the same. With dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players, you'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive.
Damn, shit on.
Each run has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to unlock upgrades or increase your faction reputation? Slip into the shadows as Poised and ghost past your enemies.
Oh, hell no.
Search the map for rare materials and profit opportunities without being discovered. Want to push enemy teams and steal their loot? Bring in Glitch with agility implants and your strongest weapons to disrupt rival crews. Running support for your friends? Grab extra equipment, shield charges, and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need. You're always free to experiment with team compositions, and the only limit to how you want to play your runner is your loot and imagination. Endgame challenges, ranked play, discovering secrets, seasonal storytelling, community events, and more all await you in Season 1, where you and your friends will start to unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4.
Hell no. I'll be honest, dude. I am disappointed. I'll be honest, because being called a disappointment by many. Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, it looks ass. Yep, I bring it. I second that. I mean, it looks like a damn reskin of Apex Legends with just Bungie implementing Destiny 2 models. I don't understand why they would do this, because it's literally something that's already out. I don't know.
They're saying, why would we play this over any other extraction shooter? And the thing that always gets me with extraction games is like, there's no point.
Yeah.
There's no actual true point.
I don't get it, dude.
So it kind of loses me. Like, I want to have some kind of end goal or some kind of meaning. Like, okay, cool, extracting with loot, great. I'm gonna go in with an exotic version of a gun and then lose it to some bullshit when I'm 88th play, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
not battle royale style, but I don't know. They're not going after Destiny players, but literally the entire Destiny community is putting this game on their shoulders just by being interactive and engaging with it, whether it's hate or not. But
yeah, this game's
like,
gonna die out in like a year once it releases. 100%.
I feel like we played the beta for what was the one from Ubisoft?
X Defiant.
Yeah, we played that, and then I actually played the game a little bit, and it was like, oh, I'm kind of tired of duty. Let me bullshit on a couple games. It might be one of those things, and that sucks because this effort and energy. Love that Marathon IP. The lore is incredible, all that good stuff. But like, that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want Destiny 3. As a fan from the beta in 2014, no one asked for this or wants it. Bungie, it understands it's a niche market within the video game space, but millions, probably $1 billion in just R&D of everything going into this, and for what, bro?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't sign off on this. I wouldn't sign off on this if I was the CEO. I'd be like, nah, yeah, find something better to do.
Yeah,
I really don't know.
This put them in such a bind, apparently. Like, this is why they got Sony to buy them, so they can get some more money and do this shit, you know? But I did the survey. Hopefully, I get in the closed alpha and I can report back on the podcast.
Yeah.
Outside of Call of Duty stuff, because this is like another.
Yeah, this will be some
what
off
would you
season.
call it? IP, yeah, some IP shit to try out in the off season, but we'll see.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, that's going to be it for all of the topics of discussion here for episode 67. So I'm not sure if there's anything else that you might want to reminisce on or anything that you want to recall back before we round things
Missing
out.
big Bambalam on the episode, but yeah, we'll do the schedule things. It's always something for someone, for real. That's how life goes. But either Sundays or Mondays for sure. Moving forward, try and get Big Bam on there. But yeah, the matches were good towards the end of the weekend. I feel like we've needed that. The map switch up definitely helped.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, been on and off. I played a little bit of the game this week, but I need to get more on it this weekend. But no, man, I'm good. We had a little good one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, episode 67 under wraps here. So
crazy.
Thank you guys all for listening, watching wherever you guys are, Apple Music, Spotify, or on YouTube, or here live with us on Twitch. But yeah, we really appreciate you guys all listening wherever you guys are, commenting. Thank you very much, and let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below. What needs to be changed up, or what you do like, or what you don't like. Also, subscribe. It's free, and I know a lot of you guys out there aren't subscribed, so go ahead and drop that like button and that subscribe button too. But also, Mr. AMANE, thank you very, very, very much for everything that you do on and off the screen, man. You are an absolute GOAT when it comes to all things encompassed with that. So I couldn't do it without you, man. For real. I really appreciate
you. Co-host with the most right above me too. Motherfucker floating because he in the clouds, you feel me?
You hear me? Yes, sir. Well,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Hey, man, it's a collective effort, and I just enjoy it. Enjoy it all.
Damn right.
Absolutely. Hey, episode 63 under wraps here. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you guys next week on another episode of the BCP. Peace. Yeah.
Yeah.